Hi Virgo, welcome to your weekly reading for February 28th to March 6th. Okay, let's see what we have coming up here for you this week. What I'm hearing is that you're coming into a phase or a journey path of releasing the things that might have felt like defined you in the past. So like releasing maybe a story or an experience that you feel like identified you or defined you in some way. Take time out. Okay, so this week might be more about rest, relaxation, also kind of taking the time to really think about something, to really come into some kind of resolution or conclusion, like bringing closure to something. That's what I'm hearing, bringing closure to something that might have really stayed with you for a really long time. I'm really being drawn to that paw print on his heart. So there may be like a really strong focus on the heart chakra this week for you, Virgo. And I feel like this is about maybe understanding something on a deeper level that has left some kind of imprint on you, something that has really almost like marked you in some way. And that's probably why I was picking up on, something that has defined you, or you have really, really like, this is who I am because of this thing that happened to me, that this is just part of who I am. And I think that, there's some experiences that, you just never forget about, or, they always stay with you. But I feel like you're like redefining what it means for you, some kind of experience or some kind of something that has had a hold on you for a really long time. I feel like you are releasing the need to form your worthiness or your value around that thing or around that experience, that's not what makes you who you are. Especially if it was like a negative experience, that does not make you who you are, and it does not define you, and it does not measure your worth or your value. And I think that you're kind of really working through something and being able to bring closure to it so you can put it down. So the heart chakra seems to be kind of the highlight for you this week here, Virgo. Okay. I think self-value and self-worth are going to be themes as well here. Focusing on your value, your worth. You might be also kind of seeing different perspectives, different sides to a story. Okay, lots of knights here. Messenger of earth, messenger of fire. Rebuilding, learning how to you're putting something down. I really feel like you're walking away from something and rebuilding. Kind of learning how to approach something in a different way. Or so if you're kind of releasing some kind of old identification or narrative, then you might also be kind of in this place of, well, then what am I? Like, how do I see myself? How do I define myself? Who am I? Tapping into that, like, what am I about? What is my value? What is my worth? If I'm releasing some kind of something that's no longer serving me, walking away from something, journeying into another direction. What do I want my life to be? Who am I? What is my worth? I feel like you're asking yourself all these questions. Look at that. How beautiful is that? We have the Empress, and then we have the Five of Fire. Okay, they're saying all these cards. Okay. So this is beautiful. We have the Empress. So standing proudly in your empowerment and attracting abundance. I feel like some of you are also going to be getting some maybe insights or ideas in something that's going to bring you a lot of success, actually. Something that's going to bring you a lot of abundance, even like new friendships is what I'm seeing. There's something that I feel like you're being more authentic. There's something about you being more authentic, and that authenticity. And I love this too, because we have the 5 of Fire. So this is about daring to stand on your own, daring to stand out, and really showing yourself who you are without restricting yourself, without needing to hide parts of yourself, afraid that someone is not going to accept you, afraid that someone's not going to like receive you well. I feel like there's something here about really like coming out and letting yourself be seen, because you're letting something go. You're like walking away from something that's no longer serving you. So there may be like this newfound passion. You may be finding that you're passionate about something, or rediscovering a passion for yourself. And then we have the Messenger of Air here as well. So this is like, I almost kind of feel like this might be an awakening as well, like an awakening into like something that you're very passionate towards. I don't know, I just keep hearing the word passion. And it's interesting how we have quite a few messengers here: a messenger of fire, a messenger of earth, and messenger of air. So you're building towards something. You're kind of creating something. You're building something. Okay, let's get into this. And then we also have the 6 of air reversed, which is interesting. And then we also have the 5 of earth. Okay, I feel like interesting. Okay. What I'm hearing is instead of kind of walking away from something that may have felt kind of chaotic, or felt like it left you feeling without, I'm hearing that like you're choosing to look at something instead of walking away from it, is what I'm kind of seeing here. Like there's maybe some of you have had an experience where there was like a missed opportunity, or something that you didn't go your way, or you weren't receiving something, or there may have been some kind of relationship, maybe even with like family or in friendships. There's something where you felt lack, something where you felt like you didn't get something. But with the 6 of air next to it, it feels like instead of walking away from that, or kind of neglecting it or avoiding it, it feels like you're kind of staying in something. You're staying in something in order to find some kind of clarity about it. It's like you're getting to the bottom of things this week. It feels like you're trying to get to the bottom of something. You're getting to the root cause of something, so you can have clarity about where you want to go in your life, or where you want to head from here. It's like you want to put something to rest. You want to put something down. Can we have one more about the 5 of earth for Virgo? Yeah, love that. Okay, the World card. See, that's beautiful, because this is an end to this chapter. And it's because you're choosing to stay. It's because you're choosing to look at the chaos. Because 6 of air is, 6 of air is kind of like leaving chaos, like leaving those choppy waters and moving into a more peaceful surrounding. But in this scenario, it feels as though you're staying for a reason. It's like you're staying because you're wanting to look at something. You're wanting to put something to rest. Because it's like, I don't want to run away from this. I don't want to ignore that this is here, because it's just going to follow me if I do that. So it's like this is something you might have already done. And so this is something that you're ending a chapter to this 5 of earth. So this feeling of lack, of missed opportunities, of not getting what you feel like you deserve or what you owe, even acknowledgement or appreciation, or, feeling like you have purpose, belonging, like you belong somewhere, like you're accepted. I feel like that chapter for you is coming to an end, and you won't feel the need to always escape chaotic waters. That you'll find a place where you can settle in, be authentic, be you, be unique, and feel abundant in your life from that. Okay, let's look into interesting. Messenger of earth brings with it the Ace of air. Okay, and this one too. The Ace of earth. How beautiful is that? clarity about new beginnings. So this is, I always love the Ace of Earth because that is a good luck card. It's a card of finding fertile ground, being able to find a place or a path that can lead you somewhere, that can lead you to abundance, lead you to prosperity, opportunities, abundant relationships. And you're breaking through. The Ace of Air is this breakthrough. You are breaking ground is what I'm hearing. You're breaking new ground, especially with this Messenger of Earth. So Messenger of Earth, I'm hearing, is a hard worker. So you may be a very hard worker and able to have the patience and the willpower and the perseverance to, it's like once you have your sights set on something, you know that, I have the patience and the willpower and the capability to really make this work because this is worth investing in. This is worth working on. I can make something out of myself out of this. You're really releasing I feel like you're releasing something, some kind of emotional block. You're putting something to rest and you're changing your mind, like your perspective is changing, which is what that Messenger of Fire here is. It's like your perspective is changing in this sense. The way you see something is changing. And I feel like that is like paving a new way for you. It's because your belief about something is changing. And so your luck around it changes. Oh, how interesting. I love that. Okay. Ace of Earth. Oh, how beautiful. Look at that. How abundant. You have very abundant cards in your spread because of the Empress. We have the Ace of Earth and the Nine of Earth. So the Nine of Earth is financial freedom, but this is also about you being able to enjoy the fruits of your labor as well by doing something that is so authentic to you. I feel like this is also about just believing that what you do can be successful. I feel like you're holding a candle for that. Believe that what you can do has the potential to be successful rather than the other way around. I think that that's the thought that you're changing. That's the belief that you're changing. There may have been something that like you love to do, but we believe someone taught us like, oh, you can never make money from that, or like you can never be successful in that. And maybe that's just something we just unconsciously like internalized without realizing it. Maybe it's somewhere like deep in the unconscious. And then we do it and we find out like we don't get the opportunities or we're missing out on something. But I think that this is about you believing that what you do has value. What you do has value. And when you believe that, it literally brings value. It brings abundance towards you. Wow. Okay. Very beautiful. There's a lot of mirroring happening here for you. It's kind of like as you change on the inside, it starts to show up on the outside. Everything is what you say it is, So if you feel like something is not, then it's not. If it is, then it is. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here for you, Virgo. Okay. I'm hearing from your spirit guides that they're kind of saying, look at something and ask, and if there's like something that you're doing, something that you want to pursue, and you happen to have the thought of, well, what if it doesn't work? Shift your thinking to, well, what if it does? Because it could go either way. It's 50-50, right? So it's like, but what if it does? Why don't shift your energy, your focus onto but what if it does work out? Because that will kind of help to, and maybe that's what you're doing. Like maybe that's the shift in mind frame that some of you are kind of experiencing right now. That you're going from feeling like, oh, that's what if it doesn't work out to what if it does. So seeing things with the glass half full, positivity. Okay. Nine of Earth. What else do we need to know? Yeah. I feel like you're kind of silencing other people's voices. You're silencing the crowd, other people's opinions, what they think you should do, all that kind of stuff. You also may be just kind of discreet right now too. Like if you feel like you need to kind of just keep your ideas to yourself and not really tell anybody to protect your projects, I'm all for that. I am a huge advocate of that, to be honest. See that? Yeah, look, King of Air. So very approaching something with wisdom. I kind of feel like you've been there, done that kind of thing. And you know that if I tell this group of people, the last time I did that, it went in this direction. So in order to give this dream, this goal of mine a fighting chance, I think I'm better served kind of keeping it to myself. If I feel like the ideas and the inspiration, if I put that in the wrong hands, it's going to be crushed before I even get a chance to really like breathe life into it. So it's like treating these goals, these dreams that we're still in the Ace of Earth, right? So like we're still planting the seeds, but the seeds, the soil that we're planting the seeds in is very fertile, has the potential for a lot of beautiful, abundant growth. And we can see that here with the 9 of Earth. So the potential is there for a lot of abundance, but I feel like you're also kind of seeing how, I need to keep this sacred. I need to keep this a secret even, or I need to keep this to myself right now because I need to be able to allow something enough time, like a safe nest or a safe bubble around it for it to grow to its full potential. And you might have learned from previous experiences where something didn't get a chance to grow or got stunted in some way because of outside influences. And it may not have been in a conscious way. It may have been done unconsciously, like not intentionally. But the reality is that it did happen though. So I kind of feel like you're looking at something in a realistic perspective and kind of seeing, if I'm being real with myself, I love this person, but they're not necessarily like the best to tell my dreams to kind of thing, so I'm just going to keep that to myself for now until I have something tangible to kind of show people. So I feel like that's where you are right now. King of Air. We have one more with King of Air for Virgo. Oh my goodness, look at that. 10 of Earth. How beautiful is this? We have the Empress, and then we have the Ace of Earth. We have the 9 of Earth, and then we have the 10 of Earth. So look at the potential for the growth here. So whatever it is that you're doing, and if you ever doubt it, just come back to this video and look at these cards. Like these are the cards that you're getting for whatever it is that you're doing. The Empress, the 9 of Earth, and the 10 of Earth. Like this is beautiful. This is all abundance. Like these are like some of the best cards here when it comes to career abundance, embodying that. Like this is gorgeous. So this is Virgo, like, use this as your confirmation that whatever it is that you're doing, that you're starting off here, you're starting off with building something, just laying the bricks down, planting the seeds, and then it's going to go into something where you're going to be able to start to see how you can really have a long-term success from this. So it'll kind of build into a financial freedom or independence where you have more choices in your life. You can choose where you want to go, do what you want to do. And then that freedom that you give yourself from whatever it is that you're creating is also going to help you to step even more confidently, and it's going to help feed more creativity, and you're going to create even bigger and bolder things. Whatever it is that you do, you're going to expand from there because of this sense of internal freedom that you have. That's going to replenish you. It's going to give you this strength, this inner power. And then from there, you're going to go into this 10 of Earth where you'll be able to create long-term success for yourself and maybe even in a relationship, like attracting a relationship that can stand the test of time, that can really, that's in it for the long haul. So this is like legacy, this is long-term. This is being able to pass down an inheritance, to your loved ones or your children or all that beautiful stuff. So whatever it is that you're creating right now, know that this stuff is over. 5 of Earth is over because of this World card. There's no more of this, and you are going into this world of abundance now. So just believe in yourself. And if you feel like you need to set your boundaries, just know that you're not doing anything wrong by setting your boundaries. Sometimes we do need to keep things to ourselves for the time period. And then when we're ready to kind of present something, then you can tell people kind of thing. So there's nothing to feel guilty about there. So give yourself the permission to drop the guilt or to drop any kind of feeling like I'm keeping something from someone. You're not. You're just giving something some time to incubate before you want to really like tell someone something. So I feel like it's a worthwhile investment there. Okay. Now that I pulled all these cards out of order. Very beautiful, Virgo. Okay, let's go into the Eight of Water. What are we walking away from? Or what are we dropping? I feel like some of you are going off and doing like your own thing. Like I'm hearing like some of you, it's maybe very specific to one person, like you're leaving like a family business or something and going and doing your own thing. Like almost like it was expected of you to kind of carry the line or to kind of, it's almost like for some of you, this was just expected of me. Like I was born into this family and we do this business. This is like a family thing and all my siblings do it. And all my cousins and uncles and everybody's like a part of this one thing. Like this is what we do. And I feel like there might be, you may kind of feel like you want to do something different, something else. I don't know. I feel like that's there for like one person. So if that resonates, let me know. I'm curious if that resonates for someone. Okay. Eight of Water. What are you walking away from? Two of Air. Yeah, look at that. So making a decision, a choice, but also kind of being very discerning about, what you're walking away from. I feel like this is again, take time out. So I feel like you're kind of almost in this hermit mode, like you're processing something, you're trying to figure something out for yourself, and you're not really in a place where you want to kind of like present anything to anybody right now. I feel like you're building and you're thinking and you're incubating and you're kind of marinating in something. Yeah. Okay. And then we have the Three of Earth with the Six of Water. I feel like you're reclaiming something from the past. There may be some kind of like reflecting on something from childhood, something from the past, something that really resonated with you, and you're kind of coming back to it almost maybe. You're bringing something back to life is what I'm hearing. What else do we need to know about this? Three of Earth, Six of Water. Oh, this is interesting. What my guides are telling me, this is kind of like that working in a family business. With the Three of Earth, it's kind of like there's some kind of collaborative work, and this is childhood. So this is something that has always just been there. This is like a childhood thing. And so I kind of feel like, and then you're setting your boundaries with it and walking away from it. Oh, how interesting. So yeah, I'm really curious if some of you are experiencing that. Like if there's something here about being expected to carry down some kind of like business or take over, for your parents or something. And then you're kind of like, I want to do something else and I don't want to do this. I'm just like afraid to say it. So that's really interesting that came up here, because the Six of Water is a lot of times like nostalgia or the past or childhood kind of things. But with the Three of Earth here, I'm kind of hearing like, going into, I heard like family business. So that may be something, or some kind of group collaborative, like expected to kind of be there, but you're also setting your boundaries with it. You're taking your time out from that. Okay. What else do we need to know about this? The Six of Water and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah. So being kind of reserved right now, I feel like oh my goodness. Oh, wow. All these cards just fall out. What is this? Queen of Air, Hierophant. Okay. It just like exploded. And the Moon. What is this? The Tower and the Eight of Earth. Okay. I'm sorry. I just had all these cards. All right. So we have the Four of Water. So kind of holding back emotionally, again, kind of being in your own space, not really giving too much information to anyone. I kind of feel like this Queen of Air here might be someone else. It could be you, could be someone else. We do have the King of Air as well. So this could be you just kind of really just observing your surroundings, but not really kind of holding back emotionally. I feel like you're just in this observational mode, watching how to navigate through something. There could also be someone around you that's a queen of air. So someone kind of noticing, noticing maybe like you're being distant or emotionally distant and wanting you to open up. Something like that. There's something here about not being holding back emotionally. So either you're holding back emotionally or there's someone else, because the Queen of Air is not an emotional card. It's a very logical, analytical, practical card. So that could be you as well, kind of looking at something in a practical sense, in a logical sense. Okay. And then we also have the Hierophant. So this is almost... So for some of you, if you feel like you're needing to break out of some kind of norm or, break down some kind of system or some kind of restriction that you've been in, with the Hierophant card, I feel like this is something that's part of your soul path or your purpose. I feel like there is something that your soul kind of signed on for, like to kind of break out of something, like to dismantle something that may not be working or something that feels kind of toxic, not really resonating with you. It's like part of your thing, part of your mission, maybe even. And then we have the Moon card. So this is all about following your intuition, following the breadcrumbs. It's like you're not really sure where this path is leading you, but you're just taking one step at a time, because the Moon is all about, illusions. It's all about being in the dark, not really knowing what's ahead of us, but also kind of finding the deeper hidden meanings to life and about our life as we walk down that path, as we walk through the void. It's like you're venturing into the void. Then we have the Tower. So again, breaking something down, a foundation that's not working. And so it's like you're being thrusted into this path of the unknown, but also knowing that it is meant for you, that this is part of where I'm supposed to go or what I'm supposed to do. And then we have the Eight of Earth. And I was wondering when this card was going to come out, because this is all about work. This is all about hard work, but this is also about doing work that really resonates with you. This is about what speaks to your soul. What is your tune? What is authentic to you? And I feel like you're honoring that. And this is part of your path, is about honoring that. It's like what your soul craves, giving yourself permission to break out of some kind of restriction to embrace that. What do we have at the bottom here? Oh, wow. Beautiful. Look at that. Six of Fire. So this is victory. This is victory, being in the spotlight, allowing yourself to be seen, allowing yourself. And I think right now, this is more about you seeing yourself, like being able to see yourself in a positive light and to embrace and own it, like own what you can do, own a gift or a talent that you have, believing in yourself and allowing that part of you to be seen, allowing that part of you to shine and to discard any kind of ideas or beliefs that something won't work out. And I think that I really feel like there's something really important here about that whatever it is that you believe is what you're going to attract. So if you believe that it's not going to work or it's not possible, then that's what you're going to attract. I feel like that's a strong message here for you, Virgo. And I feel like you're changing that. I feel like that's the path that you're on right now. Okay, very powerful. Let's look into your oracle cards here. Okay, message from your higher self. Message from Spirit. Message from the Earth. Message from your ancestors. A message from your future self. Okay, message from your higher self here. Wow, look at that. Self-sabotage and the crone. So I feel like this is you overcoming and pulling yourself out of self-sabotage. You are tapping into your wisdom. You are tapping into your ancient knowing. It's like your soul is remembering. There's like this soul memory that's coming back for you. And I feel like you are starting to really know who you are or know what you're about and know that there is something that is just meant for you. And you may also be looking into in all the ways that we have convinced ourselves or we've been convinced on how to hold ourselves back or how to kind of limit ourselves. And I feel like a lot of this has to do with like our thought process or our belief system or what we've learned to believe about something. And I feel like there's like this pivotal moment for you right now where you are seeing something very clearly and how it has impacted like the trajectory or the patterns that have turned out for you in your life. And because you're able to detect what that is, you're able to kind of reverse something, change something, and attract abundance instead of feeling like something is not working out. Why isn't this working out for me? Or something is not fitting for me. So I feel like you are overcoming this big chapter in your life of holding yourself back from something you really want to do or something your heart really wants to do. Yeah. Okay. Message from spirit. Clean it up. Yeah. So walking away from something, shifting perspectives, clearing out the clutter, clearing out all the places in our mind, clearing out all the places in our heart, in our soul, and even in our physical area, in our physical space that no longer fit. Wherever something is not fitting, not in alignment, it's like you're just sweeping it all away. And also you're going through a cleansing process. So you may feel like you're getting tired more often, or you're kind of going through some kind of healing here and allowing yourself. And what's happening is that there's a lot being cleared and cleansed from you and out of you so you can see something clearly, so you can better understand what is happening for you and why it's happening in the way that it did. So that's the message from spirit here, is that on an energetic level, that there is also, this is the time for you to kind of see something with clarity so you can step onto this path that is going to feel right for you. Okay. And let's look into the message from the earth. The big picture. Yeah. So this is all about soul lessons is kind of what I'm seeing here. And you're being guided to the right kinds of opportunities. There may be some kind of opportunity that shows up here for you. And I feel like it's going to have this feeling of, it's almost going to feel like everything that you've been through up until now is going to really make a lot of sense. It's going to put a lot of pieces together to form some kind of bigger picture of why something needed to happen in the way that it did, or why you needed to go through certain experiences, because there's going to be some kind of opportunity or this new path that's opening up for you. You're going to use all of the things that you've been through. They're all going to apply to this new stage of your life to help you become the success that you're meant to become. And so being able to see that, having the clarity of seeing that bigger picture is going to start coming in here for you as well. Message from your ancestors. Magpie. I love it. I love when this card comes in because this is a card of abundance. Again, it's a card of good luck. It's a good omen and fruition. Whatever we have planted into the ground, again, that Ace of Pentacles here, and we have the beautiful 10 of Earth right here. So it's like whatever it is that you have planted into the ground is going to reap a lot of abundant results. And it may even, what I'm also hearing from this card is in some ways, wherever some people might feel like there's nothing of value to be planted there, like wherever someone may see that land is not fertile, that soil is not fertile, and there's not going to be you're not going to see a fruit. You're not going to see something from that tree. It's just there's no life there. And it's almost like something instinctually was telling you, no, plant your seed there. And then you have this big, beautiful tree. That's kind of what they're showing me here. It's like where you see potential, you see that something other people may not see that it's worthwhile investment, but you do. And by trusting your instincts, you get to that 10 of Earth. So trust your instincts because there's something that's meant for you. And it may not be meant for everybody else. It may not be other people's paths, but it is for yours. So there's something here that you're doing that is yours. Okay. And then message from your future self. Awakening. How beautiful. Yeah. awakening into, again, your path or who you really are and what you're meant to be doing. You're definitely going through an awakening process. You're seeing something clearly. So take care of yourself. Allow yourself to kind of go through whatever it is that you need to go through and to process the emotions. Again, I don't see you like running away from them because we have the Six of Swords reversed. So you're not really necessarily walking away from the chaos. I feel like you are understanding the chaos so you can heal it and transmute it and awaken yourself up to what you're really meant to be doing or what you really want to embody. Beautiful, Virgo. This is you stepping into your potential and fulfilling that purpose. Love it. If you resonated with this reading, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you for next week. Bye, Virgo.